Welcome to Onion Tea, episode 3. This is me, you are you, this person is terrible, that one is just as bad. I have all of these socials, make sure you find me on there. Now let's get into it. If you watched my most recent video, you know that Onision, aka Greg Jackson, also known as Onion Man unaffectionately by me, spent all day yesterday uploading videos that were trying to gaslight his audience and victim blame and victim shame all of the girls who have spoken out against him. These videos were repulsive, and you can watch my most recent video here. If you haven't seen it, I'll leave a card up here somewhere. But not only did he do that all day yesterday, he continued to do it again today. And now today I have my literal fangs in and my figurative fangs out, because I am so tired of this groomer, predator, piece of trash person trying to manipulate people into thinking that his terrible behavior is their fault. It is appalling. Now, he didn't so much blame the girl. He didn't focus so much on the girls today. He focused more on how awesome of a person he is and how so many people think so, and how terrible Chris Hansen is, and how, he just has all this credit card debt, and he dated a woman or married a woman 30 years younger than him or something like that. Whatever, dude. It's oh my, he deflects everything, and he tries to make everybody else involved in his situation look bad so he doesn't look quite so awful. He thinks he's a freaking genius, but he's just so transparent, and it is appalling. Now, I'm gonna address each of these videos very briefly. Onion is like a volcano erupting BS every couple hours on YouTube the past 2 days, and honestly, I do not have the time or the organizational skills or the video equipment to do very long videos on all of his trash. Now, I'm going to try to keep this one as brief as possible. I say that all the time. I'm not always successful. So, the gist of a couple of Onion Man's videos that went up today was basically there's something wrong with Chris Hansen.
You got Chris Hansen wearing his gay-ass turtleneck.
And that he's obsessed with him. Chris Hansen is obsessed with Onision, and that it's not normal for somebody to talk about somebody and bring all these people onto a live stream. And he tries to say that Hansen baits them into agreeing with statements about him.
When did he first start talking to you? Was it when you were a fetus? Did he?
And that all of this is just so unusual, and nobody conducts an investigation or journalism in this way. And it's no, yes, that is what Hansen has been doing for 20, 30 years now, Onion Man. Just because you say something does not make it true. He also tries to take down Hansen's character. He brings up that there was one of the P words from To Catch a P Word that actually committed suicide after the To Catch a P Word event, and it's that guy did not kill himself because of Hansen. That guy killed himself because he did a terrible, terrible thing, and Hansen exposed him publicly. He was guilty. That's why he killed himself, not because of Hansen. Hansen, he's a good guy, Onion Man, and no matter what you do or say, you're not going to convince us otherwise. He also talks about Hansen having $60,000 in American Express debt.
Shut up, American Express. I don't have to pay you. Shut up, eviction notice. I don't have to leave.
To a lot of people, $60,000 in credit card debt is not even that much. A little bit, but it's not totally unheard of. But how hypocritical and contradictory that is. It's Onion Man, you owe so much back taxes to the IRS because you thought you were smarter than the IRS, and you got busted by trying to get deductions and making up stuff that you were not entitled to. you blame TurboTax, but it is not TurboTax's fault. And to be honest, you should be ashamed of using TurboTax and having the income that you have. Like,
Duh.
you should have a CPA to do your taxes if you have made as much money as you claim that you've made. And I believe it because of the Teslas and the houses and things like that. But Hansen having credit card debt does not make him a bad person. So that is another way Onision tries to, like, defame Hansen. He also talks about Hansen dating a woman who's 30 years younger than he. It's like Hansen's in his 60s. That would make this person in their 30s. Like, a full-fledged adult, an adult for a long time. You know, it wasn't like they just turned 18 that he's dating them. This is a full-fledged adult dating a full-fledged adult. Not a full-fledged adult like Onion Man dating someone that within the year turned 18 to make them an adult. That they have been, like, you know, kneading into this person they could manipulate since they were 14. Okay? Like, it ain't the same, Onion Man. It's not the same. And one thing that really annoys me about Onion Man is that he always says, well, she was 18 and a half. Like, that half year gives her, like, an extra amount of experience.
And when she was 18 and a half, and she had already...
Half years stopped counting at 6 years old, Onion Man. It's like, are you this many and a half? Like, that doesn't work, you know, anymore. Like, 18 is 18, 19 is 19. 18 and a half is not a thing, Onion. Like, it isn't a thing. So stop trying to act like it's a thing. Has a video that was uploaded today that talks about all of these emails he's been receiving that talk about how I jumped to conclusions about you, Onion Man. I made a judgment, but now I don't think that you've done anything wrong. I was the victim. And it's like, Onion, like, you are just now reading that on the video because you just logged out of the account you sent it from and logged into the account you sent it to. Either that or cool guy, cry guy, fuckface in the other room sent it, like, as a email, or you had one of your poor unfortunate pay Discord members, like, send that to you.
Got an email, and I wanted to share it with you. I haven't read it all, so I'm going to read it live right here and now.
He has a few that he said were, like, emails from, like, random people that were, like, in support of him. It's like, that didn't happen, Onion Man, because you couldn't even pay people by posting a listing on Craigslist to support you. So don't even pretend like those emails are legit. He says that the reason he hasn't spoken out on all this over the past few months is because of Kai. And he's, you know, in my last video, we talked about how I don't think that he and Kai are splitting up. And he says, well, I'm supposed to be dumped by talking about this, so I don't really know what's up with that. Meaning, Kai hasn't left you. You totally exaggerated that. Y'all are not splitting up. Like, they're not splitting up, and stop trying to act like you might. But he says he's been sitting back and being quiet, but he's not going to take it anymore because, you know, he thinks everybody expects for him to not fight back. He is claiming that the only reason everybody is talking about him right now is because he's been silent. No, Onion, the only reason we're talking about you right now is so that your victims see some justice. He thinks that now that he's responding to all these allegations that we're gonna stop talking about him. No, Onion Man. We're just gonna keep talking about you harder and talking about you as much as it takes to see that you face some freaking criminal charges for your actions. He even tries to make the argument to say that, like, anybody that you go on a date with, you could claim that they are grooming you. He tried to make that argument that if you take somebody out on a date, you could be accused of grooming them. No, because you know what? We don't go out on dates with 14-year-olds. We don't go out on dates with 16-year-olds. We don't even go out on dates with 18-year-olds when we are in our 30s, Onion Man. No, it's wrong. I don't even know why I say, why don't you get it? You do get it. You're just trying to deflect and escape blame. because you're a sociopath. He also goes into like everybody like joining like the anti-Onision community, and it's like, no, we have always been anti-Onision. You guys watch my story about how I was a very brief fan and a patron, and how I approached him with something that he was supposed to be very passionate about, and he told me I didn't give him enough money to be noticed by him, or my vegetarian cooking channel to be noticed at that time. So don't act like you are all about a thing when you're not really all about it. All you're about is money and gratification in whatever way you're seeking it in that moment.
Start talking to you when you're a fetus? He didn't start talking to you when you're a fetus? Okay, so I'm gonna say he started talking to you when you're a fetus.
Just admit that you have watched Chris Hansen's live stream. Like, it's unusual for you not to watch it. I mean, especially if you're claiming to be as innocent as you are. I would want to know what all these people are saying about me if I was claiming to be innocent, or if I was innocent. I would absolutely want to know what kind of lies were being told about me. But the fact that you are saying that you haven't watched it is freaking weird. You're claiming your innocence, but you're also claiming you haven't watched these people speak out against you, which is total bullshit. But he says that Sarah had been collecting evidence on them since she was 16. No, that's not what she said, Onion Man. Don't spin it to be like that. She says she has evidence of them grooming her from when she was 16. She didn't start collecting evidence then, but she has stuff that dates back as far as her being 16. So don't even try to spin it like that. You are so freaking delusional if you think people are buying your bullshit. But he says that Sarah had been collecting evidence on them since she was 16. No, that's not what she said, Onion Man. Don't spin it to be like that. She says she has evidence of them grooming her from when she was 16. She didn't start collecting evidence then, but she has stuff that dates back as far as her being 16. So don't even try to spin it like that. You are so freaking delusional if you think people are buying your bullshit. Alright, y'all, this is the kicker, and this is where I'm going to end this episode of Onion Tea, because I am, like, I need to take my blood pressure. My blood pressure and my anxiety are getting really high right now. But he says that when Sarah, R-A-P-E-D, me and Kai.
And then they later on apologized for R-A-P-I-N-G, me, and my spouse.
He is trying to make the allegation that Sarah, R.A.P.E.D., him and his husband, Cry Guy, Kai. Now, I'm going to leave you guys on that. What a horrible person this person is. Like, what a horrible, burning piece of dumpster fire trash you are, Onion Man. But that's it for this episode of Onion Tea. Hit the subscribe button, and remember, every time a new person hits the subscribe button on this video, a really angry YouTuber named Original Asherella has an improvement in her self-esteem for no extra cost and very little extra effort. You can hit the notification bell, and that will improve her standings in the YouTube algorithm. Don't delay, do it now. Yeah, guys, do it now, please. But that's it for today. Always tap in, never tap out. I'm Original Asherella, and keep on onion slaying like a Saiyan.